Hey, Earl, Slim, I ain't gonna hold you. When you lost, it felt like a family member died. And I'm not tripping. Just understand, Slim. I cried when I seen you lose, Slim. Cause you Earl, Slim. Paul Pierce, little bitch ass talking about you ain't the truth. Man, fuck Paul Pierce. For real. He threw me off. Fuck you mean you ain't the truth. You still the truth in my eyes, Slim. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Earl. When we get that shit back in blood at 154, watch how all the people be like, oh, yeah, I knew Earl was gonna bounce back. Nah, don't be with us now. Don't be with us now, Slim. Cause when we get that shit back at 154, you bitch ass, man, y'all stay over there. We gonna get this shit back, Earl. Earl, I gotta come to Texas myself and train with you, Slim. I quit my job right now. Come train with you. Fuck that, Slim. I'll be a fucking, man, look, Slim. I got this technique you ain't never seen, Slim. So the Bob, man, I got some shit up my sleeve, Earl. Just call me if you need me. You see what I'm saying?
What's going on, you guys? Derrick James gives an update as to what's going on with Errol the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr. But before we continue, it's your boy, Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. Mr. 926, a.k.a. Captain Karate, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. the Silver Hair Demon, a.k.a. I could do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world, Derrick James. Give us an update as to what's going on with Errol the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr. And one thing that I always mentioned when we talked about Errol Spence post Terence Crawford is his mind right? Right? That's one thing that I've always stated, is his mind right? Of course, is he in the gym as well? But Derrick James gives us details as what's going on with Spence. Check it out.
Errol Spence, we keep hearing the rematch clause. I talked to Terence last week. He said, they're still negotiating weight, things like that. I know it's I was going to say, no, it's not really your thing, but is Earl back in the gym? Is he kind of working things out?
He's not back in the gym, but he's back on, his mind is right. That's all that matters,
And just, I know we cleared it up before, but those rumors about him leaving you, is that just all nonsense?
All talk, man. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about it.
I know Anthony Joshua.
Now, salute to KO Artist Sports for the interview. But Derrick James, man. I remember once upon a time, he was playing manager, businessman. He was wondering about what the numbers were. Now he don't seem to want to even get involved in any of that stuff anymore. What changed, Derrick James? But either way, right, all bullshit aside, Errol Spence Jr., his mind is right, but he hasn't been in the gym. And if you plan on fighting a guy like Terence Crawford, you got to be in the gym, bro. You got to be learning new tricks. You got to be sharpening your tools. It's okay. It's phenomenal that his mind is right, according to Derrick James. However, will he be right when he gets in this rematch with Terence Crawford? At this point, I don't think so. And even some of the biggest Errol Spence fans out there got to be a little concerned about this going into this rematch with Terence Crawford. At this point, it spells doom. If this guy hasn't been in the gym this whole time, he's going to definitely get ran out of that ring the second time. Not a smart move from Errol Spence Jr., in my opinion, especially if you're going to be dealing with a guy like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford isn't just some ordinary fighter. He isn't just some guy you could just push over or beat up on. He's arguably the best fighter of this generation. Killer instinct, off the charts. Skill set, off the charts. Discipline, off the charts. Wide variety of skills. He can essentially do everything in that boxing ring. And you mean to tell me you haven't been in the gym since July 29th, bro? I understand you need a few weeks off, maybe even a month, after that beating that Errol Spence took. But come on, bro. You got to get back to work. If you plan on fighting this guy for real, you got to get back to work, bro. See, Errol Spence fans ain't going to come out here and be honest about it. A lot of those guys kind of essentially fade into obscurity. A lot of those dudes are Boots bandwagoners and things of that nature now. But as your boy Bushido being a Spence fan, it raises concern. How you gonna go into a rematch with a guy like Terence Crawford and you haven't been in the gym, bro? You haven't been in the gym. And this goes to show us all these years when Errol Spence wasn't in the gym, gaining weight between fights, all these spots in inactivity, He's playing catch up with a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. He's playing catch up. Like I've been saying, a lot of those dudes, there was Terence Crawford's crop of guys, his age bracket. A lot of those guys in the welterweight division are playing catch up. A lot of those guys been out of the ring for over a year plus for whatever reason. And they got promoted. They got Al Heyman. I mean, Terence Crawford's still able to get fights even when he don't have a promoter with BLK Prime. I mean, what's going on? Right? But Derrick James gave us an update as to what's going on with the big fish. It should raise concern for the diehard Spence fans that's still around. Because going into a fight with a guy like Crawford, man, like I said before, we saw what happened the first time. It was a very, very one-sided beatdown. Errol Spence seemed like he was totally outgunned, outclassed, everything else, right? If he was serious about going into this rematch with Terence Crawford, you would think that he would been in the gym about 2 weeks after that fight happened, working on something, doing something, trying to improve something. Because he's going to lead a lot more than what he's been doing from his previous fights going into this rematch with Terence Bud Crawford. He's just going to need a little bit more. At this point, it's going to be an easy fight for Terence Bud Crawford. Probably one of his easiest fights. This guy hasn't been training. This guy hasn't been in the gym in months now. It's been months. Right? It's been about 5 months. Going on 6 months, right? With December months, 5 months. It's been about 5 months since Errol Spence fought Terence Crawford. It's going to be about close to 9 months by the time they step in the ring again, once we get the official word of what's going on with the fight. But Errol Spence, bro, you got to get to work. You got to get to work, dog. There's no way in hell you're going to beat a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to compete with a guy like Terence Bud Crawford when you're not even in the gym, improving your game, sharpening your tools, and everything else you need to do to deal with a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. He's just not some ordinary guy that you could just start getting in shape during the training camp and things of that nature and just hope it works. Nah, bro, you got to be training all year round to prepare for that guy, and then go to a pre-camp and then go into a training camp to prepare for a guy like that. And it still might not be enough, but you'll have a better chance than what you did the first time. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.